The girl had 3 handsome and wealthy older brothers, yet she was determined to play on the rooftop. As the countdown in the sky steadily decreased, she grew increasingly anxious. But her brother tightly gripped her hand, preventing her from escaping. When the countdown finally ended, the girl stopped struggling. It turned out that she was a time traveler who had entered the world of a novel. All she had to do was complete the task set out in the story and die within the specified time, and then she could return to her original world, receiving a large financial reward for her troubles. However, just as she was enjoying herself on the rooftop, her brothers suddenly heard her thoughts and immediately pulled her down, demanding to know what was going on. Through their strong objections, the girl didn't manage to return to her original world or get the massive reward. As she was feeling down, her brothers, having heard her inner thoughts, each transferred her 500 million. In that moment, the girl began to think that life in this world wasn't so bad after all. But then she had a sudden realization: she had been acting out every day. Why would they suddenly give her money? Was it possible that they had bought a huge life insurance policy for her? With that thought in mind, she turned to her brothers and asked, "Are you trying to get me killed and then collect the insurance money?" Her oldest brother immediately gave her a light tap on the head, then suggested that she go back home with them. Reluctantly, the girl followed and went downstairs to head home with her brothers. But just then, they heard a sound ahead. The girl instantly realized that the female lead was about to appear. Curious about what the female lead looked like, she was also afraid that her brothers would disapprove if she went to see her. So, she decided to use her usual trick. She snuggled up to her eldest brother to annoy him. Sure enough, he quickly shoved her away. Taking advantage of the moment, the girl declared that she was going her separate way and ran ahead to check out the scene. But little did she know, her brothers had already heard her thoughts clearly, so they followed her as well. When the girl mentioned that the female lead was the woman her brothers had been thinking about, her 3 brothers immediately went up to check. Looking at the male lead, the girl didn't think he was as handsome as her brothers. The 3 brothers couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. Just as the girl was curious to see what the female lead looked like, the next moment, the female lead's face was revealed. Her brothers instantly scoffed, but the girl thought the female lead looked like exactly the type of woman her brothers liked. Hearing this, the brothers immediately dismissed the thought. At that moment, the girl smiled and looked ahead. A woman was walking toward them. It turned out that this woman was the novel's villainess, one of the girl's favorite characters. The woman heard the girl's thoughts and looked around, puzzled. The girl and her brothers quickly hid, but the woman had already spotted them. The woman walked toward the male lead, attempting to hold his arm. The girl's inner thoughts immediately rang out, "Don't let her hold onto him." Although the male lead was the woman's fiancé, he had already crossed boundaries with the female lead. The woman, angry and jealous, was dismissed as unreasonable by the male lead, who even drove her to madness. In the end, the male lead and the female lead ended up together, with woman losing everything. Upon hearing the girl's thoughts, the woman felt disgusted by the male lead, but at the same time, she grew suspicious of the girl's mind-reading abilities.